right, everyone, talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Boy, what a series is this going to be? Starting off with a Saturday night primetime little slot here. Everyone's looking forward to this matchup. I'm looking forward to this matchup. You got Ant-Man and the Timberwolves, who were just, this close to the NBA Finals last year. And you got the Lakers with now added Luka Doncic, JJ Redick's first season. LeBron is back, competing for a championship. I mean, he's got a damn good shot. These two teams, this series is going to be amazing. The season series was a split, 2 games apiece for both. 1 game only with Luka Doncic, by the way. And the Lakers are a complete different team with Luka Doncic than they were prior. Lakers won that matchup with Luka, so that's definitely noteworthy. In that game, Anthony Edwards had under 20 points, and Naz Reid was 1 of 10 shooting. Those are things that are, the Timberwolves can expect to lose games if those two things are happening. You can't have Anthony Edwards scoring less than 20 points per game and Naz Reid shooting 1 for 10. All right, let's talk about the Timberwolves, man. The Timberwolves, what I've seen from the Timberwolves this season, I'll tell you something. Towards the beginning of the year, the vibes were weird, man. Adding Julius Randle to this team, losing Karl Anthony Towns, complete different team. You think to yourself, why would you change this team so much when you were just a couple wins away from going to the NBA Finals? Why would you do that? They added Julius Randle, got DiVincenzo. I understand the DiVincenzo piece, but Randle didn't seem to quite fit. But they got hot at the right time here down the stretch, and I've seen some impressive stuff from the Timberwolves these last 2 months of the season that kind of have me looking at this team a little bit like I viewed them last year. I like this team. I like how versatile they are. I like how they have a defensive mentality. They're able to put in so many different defenders, and they're able to do so many different things. And then you got one of the best players in the game, Anthony Edwards. But the Wolves finished 5th in defensive points per game allowed, so I obviously love that. Kind of similar to last year. This is a team that can defend. You got guys that like McDaniel who can defend. Anthony Edwards can get after it. Nickeil Alexander-Walker off the bench can get after it. Rudy Gobert, obviously, he's a defensive presence. Naz Reid can lock up defensively. Michael Conley still got game to defend. Joe, they have who else do they have? Dillingham as well. He's shown flashes. This team all around can get after it. And like I mentioned, Wolves getting right at the hot at the right time. I mean, they won 12 out of the last 15 games, and there's some big wins in there as well that have caught my eye. Julius Randle, since returning from his injury, all right, 17 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Absolutely love to see that. You're going to need Julius Randle in this series. He's probably going to ask to do a lot, guarding LeBron James here and there, and he has to be an effective scorer, man. Talk about this Wolves team that had success last year in the playoffs. It was with that 4-man kind of stretching the floor and scoring. That was Karl Anthony Towns. Randle is kind of playing in that same type of position. So Randle has to be ready to go. But I love what I've seen from Randle. All right. Since returning from his injury, he has been solid. But will that continue? He's had playoff struggles in the past. All right. So I'm keeping a close eye on Julius Randle. Let's talk about the Lakers, though. All right, they netted the 3 seed since getting Luka Doncic, and they have looked amazing. JJ Redick, first-year head coach, he's been awesome. I mean, this is a team with this roster construction. When he took it over, they were just constantly in the play-in game, 9th, 10th, 11th seed. He takes a team over, and he's been awesome, man. He has been great. He's gotten Austin Reeves to play up. He's gotten Rui Hachimura to play up. He's gotten Gabe Vincent, who barely got playing time before. He's a contributor now. We know that JJ Redick had a great relationship with Dorian Finney-Smith from his time in Dallas. He went and got him to this Lakers team. He's playing great ball. Adding Luka Doncic, he already had chemistry with him for his time in Dallas, and just everything just looks freaking amazing in LA right now since Luka Doncic has joined. What he's able to do from an offensive standpoint, playmaking standpoint, and just able to pick defenses apart, man. Luka Doncic just makes the game easier for everybody, and he's done amazing for LeBron. You kind of see LeBron like he's in like heaven right now. All right. He's able to play off the ball. He doesn't have to carry the load. He doesn't have to do all the playmaking, all the rebounding. He now has a guy that can do all of the things the way he used to do back in his younger days. I mean, think about it. What Luka is able to do. I mean, he's a walking triple-double, kind of like LeBron was early in his career. So LeBron is able to take a step back and kind of, go at things from a different perspective, give you bursts of, 8 quick points, 10 points. He can get hot from three. He can do the little things. And just think about that. Having a guy like LeBron James be asked to just do the little things, that is just amazing, man. And as I mentioned, shout out to Austin Reeves. He's been awesome. But what Luka's done, not only for LeBron James, but these role players, man, Rui Hachimura, Dorian Finney-Smith, Gabe Vincent, these are guys that are all playing better since acquiring Luka Doncic. I mean, it's amazing, especially Rui. I mean, averaging 14.4 points per game since Luka has joined the team. That's definitely noteworthy. But let's talk about X factors, man. The X factor for the Lakers, I hate to make it this obvious. I don't like to pick a star for these because I feel like it's kind of an easy way out. I really don't like to do that. I like to give kind of a medium guy, but I'm going to go with the star, man, and it's Luka Doncic, man. Last year in the playoffs against this same Minnesota Timberwolves team, absolutely killed them, averaging over 32 points per game, over 9 rebounds, over 8 assists, absolutely torch these guys. He is definitely the X factor, man. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If Luka Doncic is able to have his way against this Minnesota Timberwolves team, the Lakers are going to be coasting onto the next round, no doubt about it. If he's able to just get, and it starts with him because he does so much. It's not only scoring, him setting up people, him drawing two people, kicking out, making the right pass, and making sure Rui hits those shots, making sure Dorian hits those shots, making sure Gabe Vincent hits those shots. Not only hits the shot, but gets these open shots. A lot falls on Luka Doncic, but his recent success has shown he dominates this matchup, man. He really does. He's probably going to be hunting Rudy Gobert a lot, asking for him in a couple switches, which they did so often in the Dallas series. I mean, we talk about that dagger he hit on Rudy Gobert. How can you forget that? They're going to exploit that matchup with Gobert. They are. And it starts with Luka with some high pick and roll, getting some switches. The X factor for this series is Luka. I hate to be the guy to kind of give the obvious guy, but if you want an underdog pick, I'll still give you one. I'll go with Rui Hachimura. He's been awesome since Luka has joined, as I mentioned. If he's able to hit threes and able to knock down his shots, I think he is also an X factor because when Rui hits his threes, the Lakers look freaking unstoppable, honestly. And Rui has had games where he is just pouring it on. If he has those hot games, I don't think the Lakers lose any of those because I think it's a given what you're getting from Luka, what you're getting from Reeves, and what you're getting from LeBron James. If you want that X factor, I'll give you that one. All right. Because I feel like I probably a little cop out there. So I'll give it to Rui. But for the Timberwolves, my X factor is Naz Reid, man. He's the former sixth man of the year just last year, currently averaging over 14.2 points per game. Listen, I'm assuming that he's going to get a lot of burn in this series. And the reason I say that is because I think they're going to force their hand. I think the Lakers are going to force their hand. They're probably going to have to sit out Rudy Gobert a ton unless Jackson Hayes is playing, but I doubt it. They're probably going to have Rui play 5, LeBron play 5, Dorian play 5, and then you're probably going to have to match that because I don't think Rudy Gobert can, defend these guys out on the perimeter. So you're probably going to see more Julius Randle and Naz Reid together. Naz Reid has to be ready. All right. He has to be ready to defend. He has to be ready to stay out of foul trouble, and he has to be able to score the freaking ball. This is a guy who can get hot from three, who can do a lot of things. Obviously, as I mentioned, over 14 points per game, reigning sixth man of the year just last year. He's got to be ready to do the dirty work. Understand that Julius Randle can score more in bunches, so I expect Naz Reid to be the X factor of this series. If he gets hot and he has games where he's able to do his assignment and more, I think the Wolves got a good chance in this series because of their experience last year in the Western Conference Finals, tasting it, understanding what it takes. But if they're able to get that contribution from Naz Reid, I think the Wolves got a good chance. I expect Anthony Edwards to have an amazing series. I expect them to have a hell of a series. I expect them to be locked in. I'm not worried about Ant. I'm worried about the other guys, though. I think even Randall's going to have a good series. But Naz Reid, a little bit of DiVincenzo, too, as well. He has to do his thing. Those two guys in particular, Naz and DiVincenzo, I'm looking at you guys. But my prediction of the series, I think it's going to go down to the wire, honestly. I really do. I have the Lakers winning this game and winning this series in 7 games. I really think it goes 7s. I really have a lot of respect for Finch, for the coach Finch, for the Timberwolves. And I have respect, obviously, for what JJ Redick and what he's able to do. But ultimately, in a game 7, you got guys like Luka and LeBron on the same team. It is very hard for me to go against that. So if I have this series going 7, I got the Lakers, man. Let me know what you guys think down below on the comments. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you think the Timberwolves win this series and why. Hit the thumbs up button to support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.